Game. Yun. So what's up, Team Bear? Bear again back with another video. So in this quick video, I will be doing an end-to-end analysis on my close trade, no, in Iris Energy. So this trade was done in the US market. So this is an equities trade, not a crypto trade or whatever, but actually crypto related name din to, no. Yung Iris Energy. So let's get into it, no, to discuss this trade. So my total profit in this trade was around 2.1K, 2.150, 2.146K, no, in IREN or Iris Energy. So this trade started noong May 17 and ended noong May 23. So 2.1K halos nasa around 100K siya. So 100K in just a few short days, no? So, yun yung realized P&L na column. So, 2.1K. So, let's get into it. Yung pinaka main point ng video is to discuss the end-to-end process on why I traded, how I traded Iris Energy Limited. So, Iris Energy Limited, to discuss muna, no, on ano ba tong company na to. So, basically, Iris Energy, nung research ko before I entered on a trade, basically, ano siya, no, para siyang Bitcoin mining company, parang data-centered na powered by renewable energy. So fresh company pa lang siya or young company pa lang siya. So nag-start siya noong November 2018. So Iris Energy IPO'd noong 2021 or late 2021. And looking at the structure of Iris Energy, we can see that, wait lang. We can see that after its IPO, nag-downtrend muna siya. And after its downtrend, nag-create siya ng parang Wyckoff accumulation structure, no? A classic Wyckoff accumulation structure. So we can see that, i-ano ko muna, i-hide all drawings ko muna. We can see that parang nag-create siya ng inverse head and shoulder. So we can see that this is the left shoulder, this is the head, and the multiple right shoulder. We can see that nag-establish din siya ng parang resistance area at $8 area, no? $8 area. So, nag-create siya ng ano, ng parang mini triangle. Mini triangle before earnings or ayun, before earnings. So, recently nag-release siya ng earnings on May 15. So, this trade was simply a post-earnings announcement thrift play. So it's a type of momentum play in our playbook in the BTP community, in which we take advantage of the lag effect, no? The lag effect of the earnings announcement. So Iris Energy, looking at the big picture, it's under accumulation stage, diba? If we will be talking about it in terms of Wyckofian terms, no? Or Wyckoff method terms, no? So, mainly, ba't ko siya tinrade? I was betting on the swing na magte-test siya or mag-automatic rally siya towards $9. So, initially, nung nag-release siya ng earnings, looking at the earnings, looking good naman siya, no? Double beat din. Double beat siya in terms of EPS. So reported 0.08 na EPS and then estimated was only at 0.036. So surprise of around 121% versus the estimate. Revenues, in terms of revenues, we can see that 54.3 million reported, estimate was 51.48. So revenue and EPS beat. So, nung tine-trade ko siya, I was building on the idea na maganda y maganda yung fundamentals niya, maganda yung fundamental, development niya 'no, currently in Q1 2024. Kita rin na may revenue growth siya, may significant enough revenue growth siya, and looking at the earnings reaction 'no. So, i-ano muna natin, i-replay natin nung earnings day. So, this was the earnings day ni Iris Energy. No? I mean, yan, earnings. Ito yung earnings day. Na-release yung earnings niya post-market, PM session, after the bell, noong May 15. Na-release May 16. Hindi ako nag-enter ng May 16, but I watched the market reaction on the earnings of Iron. Significantly enough, maganda, no? With a relative volume of 2.68. So, meron siyang volume spike, no? Kita na on earnings, maganda yung market reaction. Hindi naman siya nag-gap up and then nag-power through. But, significant enough yung momentum na pinakita niya. From open to the close, it gained around 15% on the day. No? From open to close, 15%. So that is a significant move. And looking at the RSI on its own, we can see that it's uptrending, or I mean, it's inflecting to the upside, and it's breaking above this RSI resistances. So on day two, I entered in IREN. So ito yung earnings release, no? Earnings release, ito yung earnings reaction. On day 2, after earnings, I entered nung bandang 4:30 PM, no? Pre-market session, I entered on IREN. So I bought IREN at around 4:30 PM Philippine time. 4:30 Eastern time to, Eastern time dito sa ledger natin. Uh, I I bought nung bandang 17, May 17. I bought around 1,410 shares. So initially, my risk in this trade was around $330. $330. So so initially I entered at 5.87 with the stops of around 5.56 dito sa area na yan. Slightly below the swing low of this established consolidation structure. My reason for entry in this trade was a KCBB eclipse, no. So this is a setup na this is a lower time frame setup na tinitrade namin in the community in anticipation of a transition to another up move, no, or a high volatility phase. So I entered at this area 4:30 p.m. pre-market. So this slightly shaded area is the pre-market session. So I entered at this area. Nag-rally naman siya significantly enough from this area to the swing high, around 38% siya in just a few days. And I exited bandang May 22. I sold half kasi dito makikita natin may reason for exit at this area was a bull trap. So it broke above this swing high, nag-breakout siya, but nag-revert back siya dito sa swing high na yan. So basically it's a sign of a bull trap and an uptrust, no? An uptrust. Makikita din natin na it created a higher high in price, but in terms of RSI, we can see that it created a lower high. So another reason for me to exit partial, no, on my position. I can see that may pent up selling pressure na rin on this trade, and essentially dapat nag-unload na ako kahit onte. My main target for Iron actually was this swing high. Tong 8.7 area na yan. But nung nakikita ko na tong signs of weakness na yan, I sold half, and then I exited nung nag-break below siya sa MA50 and MA100. MA50 and MA100. So initially, it broke below MA50, tong blue line na yan. So simple na lang natin. So yung blue line, yung MA50, yung simple moving average 50, and then nung nag-close below MA100 on the 30-minute time frame, I closed my position. So makikita naman natin I exited at around 14:50 Eastern time. So bandang 2:00 ng madaling araw. So I exited nung bandang 2:00 ng madaling araw. The close below MA100 at M30. So that signaled me na most likely patapos na yung move. So this trade was simply a 6.5:1 reward risk ratio trade. So 2.1K in total profits divided by the initial risk of $330. So papatap na halos 6.5. 2.1K divided by 330, which was the planned cash at risk. 6.3:1 reward risk. So for every dollar na ni-risk ko, it returned 6 times, 6.5 times. So decent enough for a 5-day trade. So this play is simply a momentum burst play, no? So ano ba yung concept of momentum burst? So the concept of momentum burst is if merong significant catalyst yung isang stock, it will produce a 5 to 7 day momentum move. 5 to 7 day momentum move. So in this case, I bought at day 2. I bought at day 2. Day 1 was the earnings announcement. So the market reaction on the earnings announcement. On day 2, I entered. It closed above the high of this earnings candle. So that was okay for me to hold in this example, in this trade. So day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. On day 5, I sold. I sold half, and then on day 6, I sold all. We can also see that RSI broke below RSI 70, which is a sign of a possible mean reversion in this example, in this trade. So actually after 2 days, nag-recover siya. So ano yung naging reaction ko nun? Wala. Tapos na yung trade eh. I was okay with it and decent enough naman yung binigay na trade, binigay na gain sa akin. So that's IREN. Actually for this month of May, my total profits in my portfolio is as of May 23 may mga hindi pa ako kino-close sa trades right now, is at around 5.5K. So decent enough right now for this month of May. And actually may mga current trades pa tayo running right now. So looking at IREN, no, in line with the S&P 500. So usually kasi pag nagte-trade ako ng ganitong klaseng setups, I always look at the current market environment. Is it an appropriate market environment to trade these types of setups? These types of momentum setups. So looking at the S&P 500 during May 17 to May 22, May 23, May 23. So May 17, we can see that the market is at or near all-time high. So i-replay na lang natin, May 17. So during this period, nakikita ko naman na price is above MA10, price is above MA20. So that's a good sign of bullishness. That's a strong sign of bullishness in the short term. You have an uptrending MA10, MA20, MA50, and MA100. So in all time frames, no, in all terms, long term, intermediate term, short term, super short term, everything is bullish except etong MA20 is below MA50. So that is a sign of slight weakness, no, relative to intermediate term, uh, in terms of the intermediate term trend. But looking at the S&P 500 nung May 17 to 22, nag-breakout siya dito sa pinaka-significant swing high niya, recent significant swing high niya, which is yung yung March 2024 high niya, which is at 520. Nag-breakout, nag-consolidate. So during this period, I was confident enough na mag-work yung setup with Iris Energy due to this market structure dito sa index natin. So hindi lang siya individual trade. Hindi ko lang siya individually tinitingnan. I also look at it through the lens na ano ba yung ginagawa ng broader market? Ano ba yung ginagawa ng index natin? Is it bullish? Is it bearish? If bearish, I'm not gonna trade this type of play. Most likely I'm gonna trade a mean reversion play focused on a pullback setup, no. So far so good. Okay naman yung naging trade ko in IREN. Okay naman yung naging trade ko with IREN, and I'm very thankful on my execution in IREN. So overall, this is a good trade. I followed my plan. Although hindi na hit yung 9.0 na target ko or 8.7 na target ko, but for me, okay na rin siya eh. It's a 6.5:1 reward risk ratio trade. So, ayun, that ends my trade review or trade analysis in Iris Energy. So, I hope na may natutunan kayo in this video. This is a short video, 15-minute video. So, if nagustuhan nyo tong video na to, please comment your key learnings in this trade analysis or this end-to-end trade analysis para makita ko if may natutunan talaga kayo, no? Please hit the like button, and if hindi ka pa nakasubscribe, please subscribe in our YouTube channel. So, that's it. Thank you. God bless and goodbye.